Okay, I'm just putting out some information that was put up by the Social Security Administration. It's some additional scam awareness tips, things to look out for. They just put it out, um, a number of days ago, November 16th. So let's just get out some of the things they talk about. They say if you receive a suspicious letter, text, email, or a phone call, do not respond. But they wanted to let us know, how do we know it's a suspicious letter, text, email, or call, right? I mean, how do we know if it's suspicious? What makes it suspicious? Or are we going to just be, I don't know, but there are some definite things that they say that they will never do. So if this happens, ignore it and don't respond. So for instance, they will never text or email images of an employee's official government identification. So if you get an email and they have some sort of their employee name with their official government ID or a photo of, I don't know if they have badges or whatever they're talking about there, but that would never happen. So if you see that come in text or email, it's a scam. They will never suspend your social security number. So if there is any kind of communication threatening that or warning you that you have to do this so that they don't suspend, bull, right? They talk about they would never threaten they would never threaten arrest or any legal action under the threat of, unless you immediately pay a fine or fee. So good to know, because you see those. I mean, I've seen those, I've heard those voicemails where they're threatening that you're going to be arrested unless you buck up and pay the money. And this one should seem obvious, but I've seen so many people get scammed. I've known people who've been scammed by this, and I just want to wake them up. If they require that you make a payment by a retail gift card, come on, that's not how it works. That is the easiest sign that it's bull, right? And that you're being conned. Same thing is true with wire transfers. They're never going to have you wire transfer anything. Internet currency or cash by mail. Nunca, nunca, nunca. Okay. So if you see that, walk the other way and don't respond. They also say they'll never promise a benefit increase or other assistance in exchange for a payment. That is really important. There's so many BS things going on, including what I alluded to in a different video recently. There's a lot of non-practitioner clickbait type, I don't know, videos and all this stuff out there when they're always talking about, hey, a new stimulus, Social Security, they're going to send you this money. I don't even know how they get away with putting that up there, when it's completely, and I don't actually listen to their videos by and large. So maybe they're actually not saying that in the video, but they're putting it in their title, which I think should be equally wrong and kind of fraudulent in and of itself. But yeah, you never have to pay. You don't pay the SSA for an increase in your benefits. Remember, your benefit amount is strictly based on the work earnings and the taxes you paid on them at tax time with your official tax return. So there is no such thing as buying a better benefit. Like, oh, if I send them $5,000, maybe I can get a $2,000 benefit the rest of my life instead of the $1,500 I'm stuck with. No. Okay. So yeah, it's only the work and the earnings that you're taxed on that go into it, period. And they also say they're never going to mail or email any official letter or report containing your personal identifying information. Okay. So yeah, so I guess they don't even send, which I'm curious, no mailing of official letters or reports containing your personal information. Well, I'm not sure what that means, because I know they send us if you win your case, how much you got. I think they mail you 1099 at the year end if you're a beneficiary. Maybe what they're saying is they redact out, like, I mean, the name's on there, but your social, I think they're not using anymore. I mean, not on official paperwork for specifically. So it's not out there, going through the streets, as it gets mailed to you. They said they will only send text messages if you've opted in to receive text from them, and only in limited situations anyway, which would include when you have subscribed to receive updates and notifications by text, or as part of their enhanced security when accessing your personal My Social Security account. So I think what they're referring to there is maybe a secondary authentication where they say, okay, so now we're going to text the email, the cell phone you gave us. We're going to send you a code. So they send it to your phone to make sure it's you, because the chances of the guy defrauding you also having your phone is unlikely. So then you have, it come into your phone. Okay, so that sounds good. They do say that if you owe them money, so that would be that overpayment situation, they're going to mail you a letter with payment options and appeal rates. So if anybody does anything else and just says you owe, send me money, it's not them, right? And I always say, if you have a question about it, call your local field office and inquire. I think it's better to err on the side of caution. There's so many scams going on. It's the second you appear to be vulnerable, whether we're a senior, a widow, a widower, a divorcee, there is vultures that the information about things that happen in our lives is so out there in public, whether it's on social media. There's so many ways that it's out there. And it's when these vultures, they know how to find that information and they come in for the kill. I know I've had a few videos on it, including personal ones. And I want these people going down, going down hard. So, yeah, protect yourself. Don't fall for any of these things. Look for the things that they have in this. I'm going to link this below in the description and you can read it for yourself. Or if you get any kind of contact from SSA, come back here and read this, and then before you do anything, or call your local office. That's what I would do. All right, you guys.